So I've been working on all of my plants for like an hour or so, and it's been an emotional roller coaster. So I sent that video about the snake plant, so that's exciting. Both of my snake plants are getting new growth, and then I also worked on some other plants, watering other plants that I don't get to as much, and I haven't done any of the orchids because the sink is filled with plants that I'm letting drain so that I don't get water all over the house. So then while all this was draining, I cut the flowers off of this plant because the whole time I'm working on my plants, I can just smell that god-awful scent from those flowers. So I cut those off, and then I've been working on watering all of the Hoyas, which is really time consuming. It takes me like 30 minutes just to do all of my Hoyas because there's so many. So I started with those ones, and then I worked on these ones. This I had in water, so I put rooting powder on it and planted it. So then that was exciting, and I finished those, and then I moved to over here. I started watering, and then I grabbed this one and I'm watering. And I don't know if you can see these little hooks that I have in here. I have it to hold the vines up a little bit, and I was looking at this as I was watering it to see if maybe I should like take a cutting from this or not, or let it grow a little longer.
What do we do?
I will tell you in a minute. And then as I'm like fiddling with the vine, seeing if I want to take a cutting, I realized that it has some mealybugs, and it literally made my heart stop, and I started jumping up and down because I'm handling this with my hands, and I despise mealybugs. They give me the heebie-jeebies. They're disgusting, and I'm like, OMG. So then I take this into the half bathroom to get it away from my other plants, and I start annihilating those mealybugs with alcohol. So I got rid of those with alcohol, and then I just like thoroughly rinsed it off just in case I missed anything, but I don't think I did. I think there was maybe 5, if that, on there. So I don't think it's on any of the other plants, but the downside is with it being on this one, it's right in between the Carnosa compacta. And I mean, look at the nooks and crannies. If they get into that plant or this cutting, like, it'll be really hard to treat because you can't see it, a lot of it. But as far as I can tell, there aren't any. I only saw it on this one, so I don't know what's going on with that one. It's one of my newer ones. I don't know. I really hated that though. I really hated that. It made my skin crawl so much. I've never had my skin crawl so much in my entire life. So that's like all that's going on with my plants. Oh, also before the mealybugs, I was gonna water this one. This one's still in the soil it came with from the nursery, and it was still wet from last time I watered them all. I was like, wow. So I was looking at it, and I can see little bits of gnats crawling in the soil. So that thing's got to dry out because I'm sick of gnats. But the gnats were like not a big deal in comparison to the mealybugs. I think that's all about my plants for today. I just need all of the plants in the sink to dry up because I need to work on these orchids. Like, the water in this one has evaporated. Look how dry those roots are. But those other 2 orchids that I have on this shelf, why is that not focusing? Those 2 I worked on the other day, so those should be okay. Anyways, it's time to get my heart rate down from those freaking bugs. Ugh.